Welcome to another Less Than Satisfactory podcast. Today we're going to talk about shit alcohol and shit video games. Let's go.
All about the shit.
All about the shit. Austin, top 5 worst alcohols. Give me your 5th.
Well, you didn't introduce us.
Yeah, shit. What the fuck? I'm just standing over here. What am I doing?
We chop liver to you?
Probably don't know who I am. I'm Braden. What's up? The dude with no facial hair because he's naked is
Austin.
And the dude with the facial hair because he's not naked is
Ethan.
Woot. Now, Austin, naked boy, give me your least favorite alcohols.
You're really not gonna let me live down the whole face hair not having thing, are you? Number 5 for shit alcohol. I am going with one that is universally hated across the world. Natural light.
Oh!
Natural light. I mean, yeah.
See?
That was my number 2 on good alcohols, asshole.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. It tastes terrible.
Wait, no. You know what? He said natty light.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Natty was your number 2?
That was like my number 5, but it's still good, goddammit.
No, it's not.
It's good.
No.
What? Anyway, I totally agree.
Thank you, Ethan. Do you want to put Natty Light as your number 5 as well, Ethan?
No. Oh, if I'm going next, my number 5 is definitely going to be Coors Light.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
It's awful.
Your beer sucks.
Delicious.
It is 99.9% water. And like a bit of yeast or something to make it ferment.
It's hydrating.
That's actually just my urine.
It's refreshing.
Water is hydrating. Coors Light is not.
Coors Light
Fuck you guys.
literally is
There
the
are
essential
plenty
of
great tasting light beers.
If you took a beer can and just dunked it in the Mississippi River and brought it back up, that's Coors Light.
Yes, it is crick water. It is basically just crick water, but like not like urban crick water.
Alcoholic crick water, sign me up. Not another D&D podcast. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the two crew.
You damn
right.
kids.
Yeah,
My
so
number 5 is probably on Ethan's top 5. Any porter is absolute trash. If I wanted to drink bread, I would eat bread.
They're not always the best.
They're always trash.
But like, sometimes you just want your whole meal in your drink, and that is what porters often give you.
So drink a disgusting vegan milkshake.
Ew.
No.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'm not saying porters are good, but they don't deserve to be on the bottom list.
Oh, they do.
I mean, it's a fair opinion. It's fair.
You're entitled to it.
It is not for everybody.
All right.
Mr. Austin River, what's up, man?
We got
Number
4. Well, that's a tough one. There's a lot out there I could go with. A lot come to mind, but I'm gonna have to go with the one that I had the roughest vomit to the morning after, which is tequila.
Just all tequila?
Just all tequila. Because I don't remember which one it was. Unless it's in a margarita, it's terrible.
Snake bites.
No.
Tequila!
Dude, I don't do tequila.
Never heard that song?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Heard your song.
Oh.
You're from Indiana. You had to have heard that song.
Of course I have. I've heard it like 20 times. It's a passage of age. Ethan, number 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go a bit of a different route.
Okay.
Dry wine. I really hate dry wine. It's
it's
awful.
rough. You know.
Rather drink mouthwash.
Yeah, I've got to give it to you. That's just nasty.
I should have added mouthwash to my top 5.
Sometimes it's like taking bark and liquefying it and putting it in your mouth, I think. It's just...
Who knows? Maybe that's what they did.
I'm not a fan of the dry stuff. There's sometimes it's okay, but yeah, I'm not a fan.
I love trees.
I don't know. All right, man who likes trees, what is your number 4 then?
Similar to porters, stouts, man. Any dark beers, they're bad for the environment. They're bad for my health.
They're bad. No, they're fake news. They're not
They're
bad for
bad
the
for
environment.
dogs, Marcy.
Bad for dogs. Why are you
Stouts
being
are bad for
dog
dogs.
beer? I would never
Bad.
be.
Bad. Stouts are bad. Deal with it.
No,
You're a bad hipster.
they're amazing. They're amazing, and you know it.
Kind of
Marcy
millennial are you?
disagrees, don't you?
A meal in a glass. A meal in a pint.
Grossness.
Fair enough.
All
All
right.
right, Austin boy. 4.
3.
3.
The other 4.
I can't. I'm illiterate.
How's math?
It's a problem.
So number 3, you know, there's a lot that I could still put on this one too, but you know, there's one drink in particular that I'm gonna have to put in this position, and I just recently figured out what actually is involved with it.
Bacardi and orange juice.
No, that's delicious. Shut up. So this drink is called a Zezeract or Sezeract.
Oh, what? Is it a
Really bad Transformers pun? Like,
No, it's a real drink.
the Tesseract, the all-powerful cube.
Yes.
It is not that.
The all-powerful cylinder.
So
Right?
Sazerac. My apologies. I just looked it up.
Wait, no, that was not better than what you said before.
No, not at all.
Azarac?
Yeah, so let's just go through the ingredients real quick if you'll oblige with me. Now, mind you, the evening that I had with this, let's just say it wasn't that great. I had one, then I had 2, and then the person I was with didn't want hers, so I had 3. Alright, here are the ingredients.
P.
No. We've got 1 1/4 ounce cognac. We got 1 1/4 ounce rye whiskey. We got 2 dashes of bitters.
Okay.
5 dashes of bitters total. They have 2 specific ones. They've got a half teaspoon of cold water. 1 sugar cube. 1 sugar
Why?
cube.
Why have...
Hold on. It gets better. It's garnished with a lemon peel.
With lemon peel? Okay.
Like they put the actual peel in there.
Fair enough.
So here's the kicker. The other thing in it is absinthe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me those
Okay.
hallucinogens.
I had 3 of those.
Does that really make you hallucinate?
Like, official, actual absinthe, yes, it is a hallucinogen. I don't know the word. It's like a root of a plant that makes you hallucinate. But they're not allowed to sell that in the U.S. anymore, so absinthe is like, I don't know, another shitty liquor that it doesn't give you that effect.
No.
You can get it in the UK, I think, still, with the actual original hallucinogenic agent.
Yeah, there's a fake one around that's Marilyn Manson's that he sells, so. But yeah, that drink is my number 3 because it is It was awful going in. It was awful coming out.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yeah. Not a fun time. Ethan, you're up, bud.
Alright. I'm going to go on the attack here with the worst beer I've ever had. Clear Creek Ice.
What?
Might not know it very well, but that's okay.
Doesn't matter. It's a nice beer.
What?
I
No.
understand.
Have you tried Clear Creek Ice?
No, but ice beers are the worst. Ice is just pre-vomit. Any ice beer is pre-vomit.
Oh, this is the worst of the ice beers, for sure. The
I
only
don't-
reason I bought it is it's like $8 or something, or $10 for a 36-pack.
Oh, there's your issue.
You bought 36 of an ice beer? Oh, that's like a 12-pack of regret. You never buy more than 12.
But it was so cheap.
But
And I was a cheapskate in college, but it was awful. It sat in my fridge months.
yeah, as it should.
But I did use it to maybe trick unsuspecting people into drinking it.
Freshman.
So that was a bit of fun with it. But it is the worst beer in the world.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah.
For sure.
So my number 3 is back on the liquor side of things. Any and all rum. I can't do it. Spiced rum is the worst for me, but even
What?
like, just
If you like Kraken.
no,
Bacardi?
I lied. Fuck crack. I like whiskey. That's it.
Oh, okay.
No, rum does not do it for me.
You don't like
Yeah,
Bacardi?
that's fair. It took me a bit to get used to it. I still don't like it that much.
No Bacardi, no
I want to
Malibu?
like it. I love whiskey and I want to like it. It just doesn't work.
Disappointing, Braden.
I don't blame him.
Of course you don't. You're the beer train over there.
I'm sorry for your Bacardi addiction, Austin.
It's not an addiction if I only have it twice a week.
And your number 2, sir.
My number 2 is the worst beer that is made in bulk. Because I've had some that are off brands and whatnot, but I don't remember their names. Coors Light.
What the fuck do you guys have against Coors Light? Have you had Hams? Have
Beautiful.
you had Black
Hams.
Label Ham?
Hams is definitely in the honorable mention.
Yeah, go fuck
Yes.
yourself. Coors is a cocktail compared to Hams.
Yes.
I will fight you.
Alright, you know what? Fair enough. We'll have to have a blind taste test.
We
I will
will.
blind taste test the fuck out of Hams against any beer on the planet.
I bet you'll
Set
still
up a
prefer
sweet-
Hams.
A flight, if you will, of the worst light beers.
Give them to me all, baby. Give me all the shit beers.
It sounds like we've got a challenge coming up.
Challenge accepted.
Alright. But yeah, Coors Light was the first beer I've ever tasted. And it's by far the worst.
A pure disappointment.
No. It's straight up piss in a can. That's all it is.
Oh, Austin. Alright, on to the next. Number 2, Ethan.
Kamchata sucks.
Didn't even have to think about it.
Absolutely no dispute.
Might as
I
well
agree.
drink nail polish. Like, fuck that shit. I don't mind vodka. But Kamchata is the worst.
Kamchatka. You're
It's a
forgetting
Kamchatka.
K.
Whatever. fuck their tea. They don't deserve a tea. It's Kamchata. What? Well, fuck their K then. They don't deserve a K. Kamchata or what? I can call it whatever the fuck I want. It's shit.
I agree.
Kamchata.
No one will debate you on that one.
No, it's pretty rough, and I'm even in that realm of drinking.
It flows right into my number 2, which is any and all vodka. If you make liquor from potatoes,
What?
fuck.
What?
terrible.
What?
Potatoes are meant to be fried and salted, not turned into liquor.
Braden, I'm so sad. Vodka is life,
Have you
man.
never had potato wine?
Alright, so our
Potato
next
wine
podcast...
is amazing.
No. Our next podcast is going to be drunk stories, and both of you very vividly, I'm sure, remember my night with Tito's. So go fuck yourself. Vodka's off the table for me.
I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You blame it for one night. That's your fault. Sounds like a you problem.
No,
I don't know.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Yeah, we'll talk next week.
Yeah. That'll be another podcast time. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and hop in with my number one. How's
Let's
that
hear it.
sound? Number one. So I know that I've been telling you guys to be nice to the vodkas and the rums and whatnot, but my number one is actually vodka. It's
What?
Skull vodka specifically.
Oh.
That is
Yeah.
Skull vodka is the worst thing I have ever tasted in my life.
I thought for a second that you were saying you liked it. No, I totally appreciate that. I agree.
No.
I agree.
Most other vodkas, like 90% of other vodkas, I actually enjoy when mixed properly. However, Skull vodka, it doesn't matter what you put it in. You could put it in a fucking 50-gallon drum of orange juice and you're still going to taste the little hint of it. It's just, ugh.
It's pure taint.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
It's not great.
Not fantastic.
No.
Ooh. Oh, wait. I was going to ask, does anyone have any honorable mentions
Oh,
for terrible alcoholic drinks? Because I definitely will put hams on that.
I'll
And
throw
you know
hams
what?
on
Pretty
mine.
much every light beer ever.
Every
What?
light beer that's not Miller Lite.
Whatever the other ones are. They're awful. Get out of here with your light beers.
Get out of here.
Go drink something better. Go drink an IPA.
Or
Session
Kona.
IPA or something.
Drink a big wave, you uncultured swine.
Triple IPA is an honorable mention. Fuck triple
Oh,
IPA.
yeah. I will also put IPAs on honorable mention because I don't like 90% of them. They're awful. Why do people like IPAs?
I don't know.
What is there to like? It's just bitter and
Because
sometimes
it's super
fruity.
fun. Says the boy with the beard and the fedora.
It's a flat cap. Thank you very much. I stole it from my
Whatever.
father.
But
Number one, Ethan. What is your number one?
All right. Have you ever been to Chicago?
And well, unsafe.
With a native Chicago.
no.
Oh,
Alright, well, there's a drink in Chicago called Malort, and it is the most disgusting, awful tasting, okay.
Is it a shot?
If you took sewer water and, leftover oil, and, I don't know,
Is it? You said Malore, right?
Whatever, the most, horseradish or something. Fucking bitter as hell. It's awful. Never, if you ever go to Chicago and someone tries to offer you a shot of Malort, don't take it. Just don't. It's awful. It's called Jepson's Malort.
I just
Got
looked
one
it
of
up.
those little film clouds
Thank
above
you.
the O. Awful.
thank you for the warning.
A style of bitter wormwood-based Swedish schnapps.
Oh, Swedish. Nope. Oh, no can do.
Yeah,
But
that's
have you had old style?
old style.
Style? Oh, the beer? Yeah, that's not a bad
Chicago. Thank you, Shameless, for introducing that to me.
Speaking of introducing, Braden, what is your number one?
Number one is just straight up pure regret tequila. I
Yeah,
don't care where it's from.
tequila, snake bite.
or what kind, or if it's got a fucking worm in it. Instant and immediate and permanent regret. Tequila.
Dude, tequila is not good for anything other than margaritas.
Tequila is good for making you forget. And
but
regret.
no, it's great. I mean, drink lots of water, you'll be fine.
No.
Just drink. Okay, so for every shot of tequila that you do, that's the only way it's going down. You're not like sipping tequila. It goes down the gullet quick as possible.
Absolutely.
And then 2 glasses of water. And then another shot of tequila. And then 2 glasses of water. I can do this in like 10 minutes. But
sounds like Ethan's on the tequila fan train.
Oh, no. Like. Okay, sorry. I misspoke. I can used to be able to do this in 10 minutes. I cannot take shots anymore. I would probably puke now. I have fond memories.
The last time I saw you do a shot was of Jim Beam, and it looked like you were about to keel over afterwards.
For sure. Every time. Alcohol is disgusting. Nothing can actually make it taste good. I'm going to be honest here. Alcohol is horrible.
I mean,
beer is wonderful, you lying sack of shit.
Okay, I do like most beers, but
fight.
I only like the beers that really don't taste like alcohol.
That's a valid point.
Light.
Yeah, that's true.
I want some flavor that is
I mean, if I wanted a Dasani beer, yeah. I mean,
can't beat urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, if you have to consume a bodily fluid, I feel like
it's already sterile.
It's pretty down there.
It's sterile.
It's past. Sterile, I guess. That seems awful.
You get the taste.
Probably seems warm. Ugh.
Not if you put it in the refrigerator.
What have you been doing, Braden?
Apparently, you haven't been.
Okay, Patches O'Houlihan.
Are we supposed to be stockpiling our piss? In case of, I don't know, a disaster, the water boils over.
The water boils over.
I don't know, something causes all the water in the world.
No, my potato!
And all we have is our piss. It's all the water left in the world.
Well, in that case, wouldn't it just be Coors Light that's left?
Ooh, true. And all light beers. They can save the planet. Oh, is this how the planet the timeline of Idiocracy came about?
This is why I'm going to live longer than all of you, because I've got 2 cases of Keystone upstairs, so go fuck yourselves.
But no, that shortens your lifespan by like at least 2 minutes every time you consume one of them.
Not if I am hydrating and you are all dying.
Well, what happens when you're done?
I go to bed and I wake up feeling rejuvenated.
Oh, I figured you just drink out of the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, my dog doesn't. It seems okay. As long as no one's shitting there too recently.
Well, then clearly you haven't had Austin over.
Hey, I have to christen every house I go to, okay?
Wait, have you shit in my house?
Yes.
I don't think I have.
I know I have. Almost every time I've been there.
Let's check the upper deck.
Yeah, there's a reason it still smells, Ethan. Yeah. But, speaking of smelling, we've got a great commercial coming up right now. Taking a break. Enjoy.
Fucking asshole.
And we're back.
My dog won't come over here and let me pet him.
Ethan's dog won't let him pet him.
My dog's calling my girlfriend instead of me because she's a traitor. Fuck her.
That's unfortunate.
Marsh, I hate you.
Speaking of things that are unfortunate and that you hate at the moment, let's talk bad video games because I just played one and it's horrendous. Like, man,
Yeah,
I don't.
which one?
I don't even have words.
Spooderman.
Well, let's do a top 5 of it. Why not?
Okay, fair enough. I don't think I could possibly name 5 bad video games because I don't play enough. But I'm more than happy to listen and judge your guys' things.
I can live with that. Braden, you want to just do our own 2 5s?
I got top 5 for sure.
All right. You want to start?
Yeah, I'll do number 5.
Number 5.
It is from my
Probably
like my second or third favorite franchise, and they fucked this up so bad. But the only reason that it's on my top 5 worst is because it had the potential to be so good, and that is Halo ODST.
Oh.
It was a I almost want to say it was a good game, but it was 5 seconds long. It was the ultimate 2-pump chump of video games. Like, it was the shortest Halo game ever. You open the disc, you popped it in, you're like, oh, that was it? Okay, cool. I guess I spent $60 on nothing.
You spent $60 on that? Dude, I got it.
Yeah, I bought it when it came out, jackass.
Dude, it came with my 360.
See, I
fucked up.
$0 for it.
Yeah, as did the rest of the general public. But no, I was a Halo nerd. I'm like, ODST, I'm gonna buy this shit.
I enjoyed the wave mode. That was
not ODST. That was in Reach. ODST brought nothing to the table.
Damn, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was a good story, but it was 30 seconds long, and it was miserable after that.
I mean, I liked Halo Reach, but ODST was just bad.
It was bad. Be bad. They had those floating aliens. That's it. That is all they brought to the table. Those weird Pokemon-looking pieces of shit.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really hate on your pick here. It's a solid bad one. It's unfortunate, though, because it could have been so much more.
Well, speaking of your picks, what's your number 5, Austin?
My number 5. It's difficult to do this for me, but I have to put a NASCAR game on here.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
So, NASCAR The Game 2011.
Oh, that was a bad one.
That one was so...
When did that come out?
That was so broken. It was either 2011 or 2010 that it came out. And
it was 10?
Yeah. It was just bad. Like, the company that got the franchise, like, ability to make NASCAR games, they tried. They were doing their best, but it was just a crew of people who probably have never seen a race in the history of time. And they were making a NASCAR game. It just didn't turn out well. They had a nice paint booth, but that's probably about the only thing that was good about that game. A buddy of ours, Morgan, found a hidden glitch that if you go backwards at a certain track and hit the leader and cause a caution, the person who goes backwards gets put ahead of everyone else by 1 lap. Like whenever you respawn from the caution. So
that's all I ever do in NASCAR games, go the wrong way and try to fuck up the whole field.
Well, he did that to me, and he'd get like 2 or 3 laps ahead, and then he was having some issues because the gameplay there was just terrible anyway. So he'd always smack the wall, and I'd end up having to go around and try to catch him. And I'd usually get right up to his bumper, and then the race would end because he was going backwards again.
But Austin...
What?
There's interactive celebration modes where if you're Carl Edwards, you can backflip off of a car.
Ethan, are you looking up the reviews online?
Maybe.
Straight into the pit of hell. Welcome
That's
to
so awesome.
Carl Edwards.
I do feel for Carl Edwards because he got shit on so bad by NASCAR, but that's a story for a different time.
Hey, and it's it's got really realistic pit stops. They average 14 seconds, which is a totally normal time for a pit stop, I think.
One time it was, yeah, but it's no longer accurate now.
Oh. Yeah, it enhanced AI, Austin.
They weren't enhanced, though. That was the problem. They were just douchebags.
Alright. Number 4?
Number 4.
Number 4.
What you got, Braden?
I love horror games. I think they're fantastic. They make me pee a little bit.
I see where this is going.
But this one is truly atrocious. Not scary, just abominationous. That would be Slenderman.
Yep, I knew that. Yep, it was coming.
Just not scary. Not interesting. The whole plot, you're looking for drawings the whole time. I don't know. It was an awful game.
Are you talking about the console or the PC version?
I played it on Xbox One. I think it was a 360 game, maybe? I don't know. It was trash.
Yeah, it's not good. When we were
You
trying to
have a
get
Wikipedia entry.
when we were
Now,
trying to get this
or The Last of Us, those were way better horror games.
What?
Oh, yeah.
How dare they compare Slenderman to the writings of H.P. Lovecraft? It's disgusting.
I just remember
What was your number 4?
well, on yours real quick. I just remember way back when we were, first talking about doing a YouTube channel, and we recorded at a friend of ours over in Terre Haute's house, us playing Slenderman. I don't know if you guys remember that, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty certain that game sobered us up that night because it was just so dumb.
It was painful.
Yeah, ugh. So bad. Anyway, what was it, number 4?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, number 4. There's
You're on number 3. You went first.
No, you went first.
You went first.
No,
You had something in NASCAR.
No, I just had NASCAR.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Number 4.
Way to be. So anyway.
Touch your nose. Touch your nose. Do it. Oh, dang it.
You guys are ridiculous.
Trust me.
So, number 4. Man, that'd be difficult, but there's a lot out there, but I'm going to have to go with one. I simply don't care for the style of what they've done to this poor franchise. And Ethan, I am sorry. It is one of your favorite game sequels. But Destiny 2. I'm sorry. Destiny 1 was beautiful. I loved the game. I wish I didn't have to pay more for it to get the expansions. But Destiny 2 was still a pretty good game to play, but because of all the purchasing I have to do to get it to run right, it's just so aggravating.
It was extremely lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the content you got from the DLC was just...
It wasn't worth it.
If they gave me twice as much, it would be worth it, I think. But, I don't want to pay for it again. It looks really fun, but I don't want to pay for it. I can agree with that.
Yeah, it's just... And again, it's not a bad game. It's just... It had so much it could have done, and it just did not do it.
Yeah. Alright. Number 3. What you got, Braden?
Number 3, I have The Shyness. This,
The what?
people haven't even heard of. It was a free game. The Shyness. SHINESS. It's an open world, MMORPG in Xbox One. And it's trash. You're this little rat man, but you're multiple characters, and you run around and fight things. I don't know. It was a horrible game. It was a complete knockoff of Zelda, if Zelda were little rat people, and they threw gigantic turds. The whole point of the game is you summon these gigantic
what?
rocks like a turd, and then you
What?
set.
I found the art.
Yeah, Austin, in the editing, please put some images here of the gigantic turd people. It's.
Oh yeah, link to some stuff. This is some bad art.
Oh God, how bad is it?
I mean, I guess it's not the worst. Oh, look, it's Breath of the Wild. Oh, yeah.
That's most unfortunate.
It's like Borderlands, but like
Bad.
not well done.
Bad. Anyway, let's forget that nightmare and move on to Austin's number 3.
All right.
What you got, Austin?
Now this one I found because of back in the day. I don't know if you had a PlayStation 1, Braden. Did you?
I did.
So PlayStation 1 had this stuff called jam packs, where it was just all those demos on there. And,
yeah.
And I discovered this game. It's called Barbie Explorer.
Oh, I fucking played that.
Dude, that game is so horrible. It's the same mission constantly because later on in life I ended up dating a female who had it. And I played the actual game itself. It's literally just the same 3 missions just repeated like 20 times. It's so bad. And the demo itself just sticks out to me because I just remember, I think it was like a Yeti or something was throwing shit at you. And I'm like, this is dumb.
When was this made?
Fall 2001. Yeah.
This doesn't look like a 2001 game. It looks awful.
Yeah, it's rough. Like, I don't even know what to call it. It's just bad.
Yeah. It's like a weird platformer. Yeah. Yes.
And the worst part was the jam pack it was on had such other great games on it. Like, there was a NFL game. There was one of the Spider-Mans. I want to say there's a... Actually, I got it up over here. There's a...
I'm sorry, Austin.
What's that?
There are 4 places to go.
What?
You can go to Tibet, Egypt, all of Africa.
Oh, just roping that
Babylon.
Babylon?
Despite the fact that Egypt is in Africa. Just point that out.
That pretty much tells you how they were handling that. Alright, well, I think we realized how bad that one is. Braden, would you like to go ahead and go with number 2?
Oh, absolutely. I just applied a filter to my face, though.
Oh, whoa.
So my number 2 worst video game also doubles as my number 2 best video game.
What?
It is Looney Tunes Back in Action for the GameCube. One, because it's GameCube. But the game was trash to play. But it was so far ahead of its time that you had to love it. Like, the graphics were fantastic. The plot was amazing. The actual mechanics, trash. Game, fucking amazing for the time. So, yeah, look that one up, Ethan. Looney Tunes Back in Action. All I remember, I don't really remember the plot or anything about it, except that I was Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny trying to find bananas.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That looks like a pretty weird game.
Also, I would like to insert my honorable mention here. Honorable mention for horrible video game is Super Monkey Balls. All of them. I don't know how many they made, but they're fucking trash. The race is just a copy of Nintendo Mario Kart. Everything, like the fight, is just pre-Wii Sports, which is fine. Wii Sports copied you. I get it. You're Nintendo anyway. Go fuck yourself. It was sponsored by Dole, which is a banana company, which is insanity. But the worst was the levels. there were these levels where you had to navigate and you had to get to the finish line. That was the most infuriating game on the history of the planet. And I will play Doom on Hell mode, or whatever the hell the hardest mode is, every day for 6 hours a day before I go play those stupid levels on Super Monkey Balls.
You see, all of them except the golf one I agree with you on, because I actually enjoyed the Monkey Ball golf one.
Ooh, the flying one where you went off the ramp and flew? Ooh, Super Monkey Glide or whatever the hell that was. That was dope. That was great.
But
GameCube was amazing. GameCube, they just need to remake the GameCube. Stop with this Wii U and Wii bullshit. Make a GameCube, give up on the Switch. I want that square back on my console.
Or even just go back to the Wii. The original Wii was fine. You can still play GameCube games on it.
No, stop talking. GameCube's where it's at. Wii was a piece of trash.
Oh, whatever.
Number 1, Austin.
Number 2 for me, buddy. Calm down.
Number 2.
Number 2 for me. Go ahead and type this in, Ethan. It's called 50 Cent Blood in the Sand. Or On the Sand.
Oh no, what?
So,
I forgot he made a video game. Oh my god.
It's a sequel to this game, which is 50 Cent Bulletproof, which is actually pretty fun. It sounds dumb.
It's a third-person shooter.
What's a third-person shooter?
It's like GTA.
Oh god.
But,
The game is set in an urban war zone in an unnamed Middle Eastern country.
Ethan, put your glasses back in your face.
So, essentially what it is it's like 50 Cent gets dropped in the Middle East.
Knocked him off his face.
And G-Unit have been hired to play a rap concert. But the dude doesn't have their money, so they fight him. And then they have to go fight a paramilitary group led by somebody named Kamal. Because they're really good at Arab names.
But are they paralyzed military? Is that what paramilitary?
You don't know what paramilitary just means? They're outside jurisdiction of normal military. They're like
that sounds wonderful.
Parallel to it, but they're not actually military.
Yeah, the game is just so dumb. It's unnecessary too. Like 50 Cent Bulletproof was fine. It felt like, just gang warfare, which whatever. Not encouraging, but in a game, it's in GTA San Andreas too. It works. However, just dropping 50 Cent and his crew over in the Middle East and being like, hey, he didn't pay you. You deal with it. It's just dumb.
But boss battles against helicopters, and you can save up points to unlock taunts.
Oh yeah, give me that Legend of Zelda taunt where I chug a milk glass.
Dude, it's just bad.
Oh boy, he did make an album just for the game.
Oh well, good for him.
Thanks for saving it, 50 Cent.
50 Cent coming to the rescue once again.
Alright. Braden, you ready?
I'd like to throw my honorable mention in here too, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Just because I am fucking awful at them, and I don't know why. Every Call of Duty after Black Ops 2.
The Black Ops 3.
Dude, no. I tried playing Ghosts. I tried playing Black Ops 3. I tried the newest Modern Warfare, or Elite Warfare, or whatever the fuck it is. Advanced Warfare, something. But, I am just awful at all of them. Like, Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, I was pretty good at those. I could hang in there. But the crazy-ass shit that's going on now, I don't like. And it's not for me. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, Destiny is the best first-person shooter, so, nothing else can really...
OG Destiny, yes, I agree with you.
It's the best.
Fuck you.
What? Am I wrong? Alright, what? Number 1, Brandon?
Number 1, it's gonna piss off off a lot of people.
Probably.
It's going to be Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Whoa!
Is that the new one?
Whoa!
Yes.
How can you already hate it? It's only been out like
A week.
days.
And I've had it a week. And it's fine. But it is Control-C, Control-V of Animal Crossing from the GameCube. There is zero difference. There's nothing new other than your tools break earlier. Like, there's nothing new in a good way. There's new things that are shittier, like your axes break earlier, and I don't fucking know, like you start in a tent instead of a house with less people on the island than previously before. So, I don't know. They ran out of ideas. The graphics aren't even better. GameCube was ahead of its time, sure. But the graphics in the GameCube are identical to what's on my Switch right now, and it's just, there's nothing special. All they're playing off of is nostalgia, so, that's the worst game that I can think of at the moment.
I mean,
don't get me wrong, I'm going to play the fuck out of it, because nostalgia, and I fucking love GameCube, but it's not good.
Alright, I mean, I don't really do Animal Crossing, so I couldn't really give a good opinion.
Closest I've come is I played Stardew Valley a little bit. That's just a different thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you got your rage out now, so.
Fantastic, but nostalgia. And if you haven't played it, it's a solid game. You should get it.
Alright.
It's a
Fair enough.
But,
weird closing statement on your worst game.
thanks.
Alright, well, I'll go ahead and take a spin with number 1.
Oh, wait. I have one more honorable mention.
Oh, what you got?
Doritos Crash Course, because I suck ass at it.
What?
That's it. Don't
That
talk
game's
about it.
fun.
Fucking hate it. I wish it
forgot
didn't
about that
exist. I fucking hate it. Continue. Give me your number 1, baby.
I'll give you an honorable mention as well then, before I hit the number 1.
Please do.
Because Doritos Crash Course, I still enjoy. However, Doritos Crash Course 2...
That doesn't exist!
It does. It's somewhere.
It doesn't exist! No, Morgan was drunk, and it says Doritos Crash Course, and some other word after it. Doritos Crash Course 2 does not fucking exist.
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. It's gonna be a thing.
Google that shit. It doesn't exist.
Doritos Crash Course 2 was released for free on Xbox Live Arcade.
Those fucking liars.
About the game. Doritos Crash Course 2 is the sequel to the XBLA smash hit Doritos Crash Course!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope, it's a real thing.
My life is a lie.
It's a 2.5 platformer. Compete for medals and find stars to eat chips.
Oh, it was removed from the Xbox Live Arcade, though, which is probably why we can never find it.
Yes.
It's gone. It's dead now.
Yeah.
Thank God. Where it should be.
I mean, yeah, it was a bad game, so that's probably why. However, it's not my number 1. My number 1 is a game that I once played with a friend of ours, Jared. We did a Twitch stream of it, and it was solid when that happened. But almost immediately after that, it's like they gave up completely on the servers on the game, and you can't do anything in it anymore.
Can I guess it?
Oh, go ahead.
Ark.
No. It's 7 Days to Die.
Equally as shit servers, yes.
Oh.
Both of those have trash servers.
Yeah, 7 Days to Die. Whenever it first came out, it was a pretty solid game. You know, it had the Minecraft building element mixed with, like, you know, the fact that there's zombies running around and you got to be able to protect yourself. But right after we did our little video thing, because we did like I think we played it for 12 hours straight or something like that. I don't know. It was some ungodly number that we shouldn't have played it for. Like, I don't know what happened, but everything just took a shit. And the last 3 times I've played the game, I have died from a bear and from boredom the other 2. Because there's no zombies. There's nothing. I went into a city and there wasn't one zombie.
What?
Yeah. Figure that
Sounds
one
like
out.
a realistic zombie apocalypse.
No,
It's
it was
COVID-19. Everybody's in their fucking house.
it was like freaking I Am Legend during the day. There was just nothing. It was just me and that fucking bear that kept chasing me.
Way to respawn zombies?
I think that the way their servers work, it just broke to the point where zombies just don't spawn. There's plenty of wild animals and a couple of zombie carcasses.
Zombies were beating the hell out of me, and I was just standing there like, yeah, fight me, bro. Not dying.
Yeah, like, there was a time, like, shortly after that, where that was the case. Like, zombies just wouldn't cause you enough harm to die, which is dumb.
Yeah.
Was this Walking Dead? That's not how that works.
Shit.
Oh!
Yeah, so that's my nominee for number 1. It's not great. Don't play it. Don't buy it. It may be like $5 on the store now. Don't get it. It's not worth it.
It's free, even then it's just infuriating.
Yeah, it's dumb. And on that fun note, it is time to end. Gentlemen, do you have
Speaking
any...
of dead things, I hear we have a casket commercial. I don't know.
Oh, what?
What?
Casket commercial.
No, it's time to end,
Yeah.
Braden. There's no caskets.
On caskets, maybe?
What? I mean, we can see, I can check if we have one on file, but, oh wait, no. Oh, he left a message. Do you want me to play it?
Go
Please
for
do.
it.
I have called to inform you that I'll be canceling my ad contract for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately, with coronavirus and whatnot, I cannot open for business. All these great deals will go to waste, and not in the ground.
Well, that's a lovely message from Big Mike. It's a shame we're gonna have to find a new sponsor now.
Yeah. We're broke again. So.
Yeah.
Oh well.
There went our studio money.
Sorry. Luckily enough, I have found us a new sponsor, and here's a short message from said new sponsor.